we're going to be listening to some different Chinese instruments. Some of these might remind you of other instruments you're perhaps a bit more familiar with. You can write down the names of these instruments as we're listening. Here's our first example. That was the erhu, a two-stringed instrument, which you might have thought sounded a bit like a violin. The erhu has 2 strings instead of the violin's 4, but it is played with a bow similar to a violin. The violin is played resting on the shoulder, but you could see that the erhu was resting on the player's knee. The sound box on the erhu is smaller than a violin, which means that the sound is not as loud. Let's listen to our next example. Well done if that reminded you of a flute. The dizi is a Chinese flute made out of bamboo. It is played horizontally and has 6 finger holes. Its unique feature is an extra hole which is covered by a thin membrane of reed, which gives a bright, slightly humming sound. What about this next instrument? That instrument was the xiao, similar to the dizi, but instead of being played out to the side, it's played vertically, a bit more like a recorder. Wow, that music was fast. I've never really seen an instrument like that before. Have you? That was the yangxin. The musician would usually play in the seated position and uses bamboo sticks with leather or rubber heads to hit the strings. This next instrument might seem a little bit more familiar to you. The pipa is a 4-stringed instrument, played by plucking the strings. You might have thought it sounded like a banjo, a mandolin, maybe even a guitar. You might have thought that instrument sounded a bit like a harp. That was the guzheng, another Chinese stringed instrument. This most commonly has 21 strings, and the player has plectrums on their fingers to pluck the strings with. We're going to listen to a girl band now, but not like Little Mix or another band that you might know. This is a Chinese girl band called the 12 Girls Band. They're all playing the Chinese instruments we've looked at today. How many can you spot? Today we're going to have a go at a rhythm game. For this you'll need 2 cups. I'm using plastic cups. You can use paper cups or whatever you have at home. The important thing is they're not going to break. We're going to do a 4-beat pattern and the actions go like this. So it's tap, tap with the back of your hands, clap, then grab both cups one at a time, grab, grab and tap. So it's tap, tap, clap, grab, grab, tap. Do you want to try it with me? Off we go. Tap, tap, clap, grab, grab, tap. And then the last time we do it, we do that 3 times. And the 4th time we go tap, tap, clap, grab, grab, swap. Should we try that? Tap, tap, clap, grab, grab, swap. Excellent, well done. So you do the first pattern 3 times and then swap them over on the 4th time and then keep going. Let's try it all together. Ready, steady, off we go. Tap, tap, clap, grab, grab, tap. And last time, I'm going to swap them. Swap. Well done, everyone. Keep that going. We're going to have a go now at playing that with some Chinese music. Let's try our whole pattern now with a piece of Chinese music called Full of Joy. Watch out, there's a little sneaky bit in the middle where we need to do an extra rotation of the pattern before we swap over. Watch the screen to help you. Ready, steady, off we go. Great job, everyone. We'd love to see some videos of you doing this. You can send it to your teacher. We'd also love to see it on Twitter. Use the handle @GlasgowCreate. We're going to listen to a piece of music now, which is supposed to represent one of the animals from the lunar calendar. Can you remember what they were? Dragon, the tiger, the snake, the horse, the ox, the dog, the monkey, the rabbit, the goat, the rooster, the pig, the cat, and the rat. Now, when you're listening to the music, there are a couple of questions that you can ask yourself to help decide which animal you think it might be. Is the music fast or slow? Can you imagine one of the animals moving to the music? How would the animal be moving? Does the music sound like any of the noises one of the animals might make? There are no right or wrong answers here. Once you've decided, you can draw a picture, or you can write a couple of sentences explaining why you think the music sounds like this particular animal. You can pause the video now to draw your picture of your animal or write your sentences to explain your answer. You can rewind the video to listen to the music again if you like. And remember, you can share your work with your teacher, or if you want to put them on Twitter, use the handle @GlasgowCreate. We'd love to see your work. That piece of music was called Horse Race. I wonder how many of you decided it sounded like a horse. Don't worry if you didn't. The music was fast and quite exciting, like a race, and you might even have been able to hear the horse's hooves galloping. Some other noises too. Did you recognise the main instrument that was playing? It was the erhu, the two-stringed Chinese instrument. If you made some instruments last week, I'd like you now to pick one of the other animals and make some sounds to go along with that. If you could make a video to send to your teacher, that would be absolutely great. Or you can share it on Twitter @GlasgowCreate. We'd love to see your work.